We were just talking about what are some of the concerns or dangers that killer robots pose to developing countries. And you had just made a statement before we cut you off there, talking about China being on the business side, still trying to make profits, but then they are willing to sign a treaty, they are willing to sign, and then they still want to continue in business. What exactly will this be? How dangerous could it be for developing countries now like Nigeria, who, I mean, we're not on the producing end, not on the manufacturing end. I mean, it's going to be a lot for developing countries, but what are the particular dangers that it poses for them?
The dangers is that we do not even know what they are all about. So it can be used by anybody.
Okay.
Once you can afford it, then you begin to get them. Let's not look at the bigger ones. There are smaller ones.
Okay.
That's why we're linking it with artificial intelligence. Because we're now beginning to tell our children, oh, AI is the in thing.
Yes.
AI is the in thing. We're looking at only the positive side of AI. The negative side of AI is the killer robots. When our children begin to manufacture smaller drones that can fight, that can detect and then hit a target, then we are in for it. Of course, you know that we do not have control, and it will go like wildfire and then begin to be used by everybody. We are still battling with insecurity.
Indeed, yes.
And if they get to have access to these, then the danger is over 100%. So we must act fast.
We must act fast. Now,
Yeah.
talking about acting fast, what's your call to action from the Nigerian government? What is expected of them at this time?
The parliamentarians is the first point of call. They need to heed the call. We have what we call the parliamentary pledge. Once the parliamentarians are able to commit that, yes, we have recognized that killer robots are dangerous to lives, and we value the lives of our constituents. Therefore, there is need for a call for a treaty. They will now pass it on to foreign affairs, where you have our diplomats, the ambassadors, who are representing us in all these United Nations meetings on conventional weapons. There they can make a statement. Very good to say that 2 years back, Nigeria woke up and then they made a statement. And this statement, they even took the lead of the African group. But as they return back to Nigeria, that is the end of the story. I mean, we need to push. We can't just go and join people and read statements and then come back and then we do not act.
About it, yes.
We must act now. There is need for consciousness. There is need for awareness. We are willing to educate everybody. If you go to Netflix, you will see the trailer.
Yes.
It's there. There is even one, no one country will be safe. If you watch that video, men, you will know that we are sitting on a time bomb. The time to act, to ban killer robots, it's now. We can never allow a machine to decide who lives and who will not live. It's inhuman.
Indeed,
Yeah.
it does seem inhuman. Now, yes, you know that, yeah, there are supposed to be campaigns for these and all of that, but what strategies are your organization and other CSOs putting in place to get the Nigerian government to support this ban?
So we have been doing a lot of meetings, a lot of advocacies. We have our partners in Abuja also, because Noble Delta Women is co-convening the campaign, the coalition with Answer Women in Abuja. So we are meeting, in fact we've met with the military, we've met with the civil defense people, even the parliamentarians, severally we've met with them. And then foreign affairs will continue to engage with foreign affairs because they are the ones representing us in this meeting.
Yes.
Yes. And they vote. They vote against an important resolution at the UN General Assembly last year. Sometimes they abstain. You abstain, you vote, you did not vote. It's the same thing because it's not counted.
Yes.
We need to add our voice. Let's be counted because we need help at this time. Killer robots, you think is far, is in our backyards. A colleague of mine was going to work and passed through a corner and saw children using carbide
Yes.
to produce something. And she was very inquisitive and she asked, what are you doing? He said, they are trying to produce machine gun.
Wow.
With this thing, he said yes, and then her mind runs to the killer robots. So that moment, we begin to go into schools to talk about killer robots. We encourage you to have artificial intelligence knowledge, but please use it for the positive side.
You know, that has always been the issue with knowledge. You know, there's knowledge out there, good, bad, you can grab as many as you want. The challenge has always been what do you do with some of this knowledge. But do you see any scenario where any of these weapons could be ethical? You know, for some persons who go to wars, they will tell you that, okay, instead of sending out soldiers to die out in wars, you can send the robots. But even with all of that, do you still see that? Do you still think that there is no way it is used that is ethical at all?
It's unethical. No way. And just to add that, now,
yes,
the discussions, why this campaign is gearing up so high, is that the discussions now is that a lot of things are shifting into AI.
Truly.
And now, even warfare, they are beginning to allow the soldiers to be in the cantonments, in the barracks,
yes,
then the machine goes. That instead of taking the human beings to
yes,
go and lose their life, let the machine go and destroy.
Yes.
But those the machines want to destroy, they are human beings too.
Truly.
So why do you live the life of a human for a machine to decide who lives and who does not live?
But I mean, that's basically what war has been about. One person just thinks that, okay, they are on the right side and they try to defeat the others. But then some governments argue that banning killer robots would weaken their national security. You know, you talked about the wars that have been all over the world, and you see some of these drones and even how they've just been all out there. So don't you think that these countries that love to use these things, don't you think they would not want to accept this because they feel it would weaken their own security?
Like I said, the thing is, if we all agree,
okay,
like we need peace. Peace is paramount all over the world. The Sustainable Development Goals 16 talks about building institutions, peaceful institutions. You understand?
Yes.
So if we all commit to SDG 16 that we want to build peaceful institutions across the globe, we will all agree that we should ban killer robots. But what is holding some nationals now is the fear of the unknown. What if we agree and this does not agree? They know how to come together and say, look, gentlemen, we are agreeing on this. There will be a series of consultations. They are ongoing. They know how to discuss. They know how to place them on the table. Everybody brings their challenges, what they are facing. And then they put it there and said, okay, so if we do this, we'll get this. Say yes, then let's go. It's something they should agree upon. I'm calling on all of them, all over the world. They should agree because it's destructive. It's taking lives more than we do not know. Because not all statistics are being put out there.
Yes.
Not all data comes out. But it's taking lives seriously.